You can stream us on the YouTubes. Just look for the Plan B Morning Show page. Make sure you subscribe there. Also find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/rock_107_WIRX. Get in on the conversation. We'll be on for the next hour or so. So if you want to look at our dumb faces as well as hear our dumb voices, you can do that as well. You all gussied up. Is that your onesie or no?
No.
Just a sweatshirt.
That's just a sweatshirt, but I'm not wearing an undershirt. So we're fully zipped this morning.
Show off that smooth soccer player chest you have there.
Here's the thing. I always forget. Oh, yeah, I got to go on camera. I wouldn't be a good news guy.
No.
I'd be like scrambling. Hey, we're live in 10 seconds.
Oh my God, I'm completely naked. Oh, no.
Just hopped in the shower,
I have a live broadcast today after the fact, so I put on my nice black V-neck T-shirt.
Oh, God. That's you dressing up, huh?
This is me dressing up. I just, you know what? I found what I want to dress like, and I'm just keeping it.
Once again, I do a lot of weddings over the weekends, right? You're the guy, because there's always one guy shows up in the jeans. I'm like, hey, you know what, man? Just look around. Like you walk into a place, you look around, nobody else is wearing jeans.
That's why I don't go to any place that requires anything other than jeans. I'll ask people, like, so what's the dress requirement at this place? I'm not going. I'm not going.
I mean, come on. I got some slacks in the car.
Actually, you know what? No. Fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a nice, like, old 1940s zoot suit. All right? Just really big.
That's fine.
And everyone's going to be asking me about my suit.
Just don't be walking in your work jeans,
Some jeans and some flip-flops and a Hawaiian shirt. That's my look, man.
Right.
That's my look.
Hey, your work boots aren't dressy because they're brown. All right? There's a difference. There's different kinds of browns.
Hey, you didn't specify exactly what kind of brown. Okay, right there.
It's not a dress shoe. That's a work boot.
My boots on. I feel like weddings. I feel like weddings are getting more casual.
I think so.
Yeah,
for sure.
Not the black tie affairs that they were in.
You know what's interesting to me, and it's just I don't think anybody even really thinks about it. But the classic wedding tradition is the ceremony. Walk down the aisle, the recessional, then you go to the cocktail hour, then you do the first dance, you get to dinner, intro. So why hasn't anybody been like, hey, let's change all of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, just have a totally different. There's only one way to get married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. It's like the old school tradition that just continues to be that way.
God, I remember my brother's wedding, like the actual ceremony. It was like an hour long, man. Oh, my God.
Those are few and far in between, though.
Oh.
Because I think everybody's starting to realize you don't need an hour and 15 minutes to get married.
Yeah.
You know what? Hour and 15 minutes. I'm surprised. 50% of the time, somebody's going to pass out up there.
I was close because I was violently hungover that day.
I like to watch. I'll watch. You'll see people start swaying. You'll get the one guy who starts stretching his knee.
Well, that's what it is, because you're standing up there lock-kneed, so you're losing blood flow, and you're probably hungover. You're hot.
Hungover. Typically, it's mid-August. It's 109 degrees.
Yeah.
No shade anywhere because we're getting married on the beach. Oh, boy. And on top of that, you got to wear the suit. It's not like you're in T-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, and you know what? Those rented tuxedos from Men's Warehouse, they don't breathe very well. Okay, they are thick. You could stop a bullet with those things, man. That is Kevlar material. Yeah,
you know.
Yep. So yeah,
I've done a few where I'm like, this is bad. Like people are suffering right now.
Grandma's swaying a little bit there. You better watch out.
You will sit here and watch me get married. I don't care how hot it is.
We're going to start a Genesis, and we're going all the way up in this Bible. All right. Oh, God. People just dropping like flies.
Yeah.
That's why, from here on out, if you require anything more than jean shorts, I'm not showing up, all right?
Mm-hmm. You know what's great about being the DJ bringing the speakers is you have power around you all the time.
He's got a fan.
I bring the squirrel fan. I'm serious. People look back, they're like, oh, man.
You need to just hook up an air conditioner right over there.
If I had long hair, it would look like a L'Oreal commercial. Just blowing in the wind. My God, that guy looks
comfortable. God, I wonder what he uses. Head and Shoulders? Unbelievable. It looks
squirrel fan.
Love it. Anyway, well, how do we get on that? Oh yeah, because you thought I'd dress like a bum. I think I look quite fancy today. Quite fancy. Look at this nice black.
Your black V-neck. Dress
black
V-neck.
Yeah, this is what you call a dress V-neck.
Much like the brown shoes, it's not dressy because it's black.
Yes, it is. You put a tie on this thing, I can go to a fancy ball right there. Set to go.
Do they have a V-neck tie? I don't know if I've ever seen it.
You just got to loosen it down to where it starts right there. That's all. That's all. It looks nice. It looks very nice. I just do a clip on right there on the bottom of the V-neck. Right. On the bottom of the V.
Stretches them out, but
yeah, by the end of the night, it's down to my belly button. But I ain't looking at it. Anyway, all right. Hey, we got to keep things moving here, folks. It's time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've already talked about this, but it's notable today. It's Groundhog Day. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Big news. Big day. Big deal.
Groundhog Day festivities. Puxatawney, Pennsylvania. Expect to see another record-breaking crowd this morning. Ever since the movie release starring Bill Murray, Groundhog Day, it's just gotten bigger and bigger.
Where's the big hoorah? Where's the main event at?
Do you remember? It's a hilarious name. 30,000 people going to brave the sub-freezing temperatures to watch Phil come out of his burrow in Gobbler's Knob.
Come on. No. I don't think I ever knew that. At Gobbler's Knob?
I'm not making this up, folks. That's right.
No, there's no. Where's Gobbler's Knob at?
It's in Pennsylvania. It's in Pennsylvania.
What?
So 30,000 some odd people going to be out there at Gobbler's Knob to watch a groundhog come out of his hole and decide whether or not it's going to be an early spring. All right.
You know, it'd be funny if they had like a little animatronic gopher and he just comes out real quick and flips everybody off and runs back.
And then he goes, yeah. No,
he just flip me off.
He comes out and you hear Kenny Loggins, I'm all right. Nobody's worried about me. What the hell is that? Is that the groundhog from Caddyshack?
The hell?
I'm all right.
Dancing around.
Yeah, dancing around. So this actually goes back. It's a Christian holiday called Candleman's Day. Mm-hmm. On this day, clergy members would give out candles to help people through the remaining winter days. If that day happened to be clear and sunny, it meant winter might drag on. If the weather was cloudy, spring was on its way. When the Germans settled in Pennsylvania, the Candleman's Day folklore expanded to including finding a hedgehog to see how he reacted on the day in regards to this.
It's the stupidest thing I have ever heard of in my life, period. There's a lot of dumb things. You know, the time change, that's ridiculous. This one's way up there. What are we doing? What?
I want to search Gobbler's Knob, but I also know that I could get in trouble here on my work computer. Okay, right. I'm doing it right there.
Hey, you know what? Image search it.
There's a couple gobblers. Well, there's a Gobbler Knob there, and then there's Gobbler's Knob. So you have the Gobbler's Knob Visitor Center.
That's what we used to call your mom's house.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, Gobbler's Knob. Is that what you called it?
You get
That's
it.
That's what you called it?
You know?
You're a real bastard.
We would go there, you know.
Oh, look, I'm on Google Maps, and it's right where your mom's at. Oh, look at that.
That's funny.
There's a pin drop, huh? How about that, huh? Dude, there's Gobbler's Knobs all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, there's one in Utah. There's one in Nashville.
You know what's funny is like the people, a lot of people live there. A lot of people have to fill that out every single day. Like, if that's your address, do you smirk every time?
I live at 426.9 Gobbler's Knob. That's where I live. That's a fake address. That's a fake address.
Like you have to giggle a little bit every time you write that down. Like,
what about this? In Alabama, there's a Gobbler's Knob swim club.
Oh, jeez, man. You know what? Another thing too is like there's kids, there's schools. All right, you have to explain that. Hey, Mom, hey, Dad, why does everybody laugh every time I tell them my address? You have to explain that somehow.
I'm sure it goes. Oh. It has to be turkey related, right? I mean, that's got to be the original and then we
people aren't smirking and laughing because it's turkey related. You have to explain it. Sorry.
So again, let's just wrap this up by saying, enjoy your festivities today, watching a groundhog come out of the ground at Gobbler's Knob in Pennsylvania, which originally was actually a hedgehog, but now we've moved on to a more camera friendly groundhog.
Can we make up a holiday? How do you make up a holiday? Do you have to like submit for it or
you
something?
Literally just literally do what you want to do, and then if it gets big enough, then they'll if it catches up.
Much like we talked about earlier, we need a big meeting with everybody and say there's a few holidays we're getting rid of, and we're replacing them with a few. But we need some ideas. All right, we're taking votes.
Here's what ours will be. Instead of Groundhog Day, what we'll do is we'll I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say if my penis saw its shadow. I was gonna just see it like that.
Well, it wouldn't ever. So, what's that mean? Spring's coming early.
Good news, everyone. Good. No, if he sees his shadow. Oh no, that's right. If it doesn't see his shadow, then we got spring coming.
Yeah.
So good news.
That button isn't casting any shadows.
My penis always predicts spring. All right. Ridiculous. All right, happy Groundhog Day, everyone. Happy Groundhog Day. Hey, what about this? There's controversy at the new Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Hollywood. If you're fatty, you can't go on the Super Mario Kart ride. Okay, it's fat by park standards. People are being turned away if their waist is 40 inches, over 40 inches. They make guests measure in a test seat at the entrance. The park guidelines state that the ride was designed with the safety of small ones in mind. It's going to mean a lot of dads probably won't be able to go on the ride with their kids.
Oh, boo. Fatty can't ride. I don't.
Fatty can't ride the Super Mario.
I would be brutal at that line. I'm sorry. Hey, it's the ride. We made it this way. Yeah. You don't fit. You don't fit.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. Maybe it's not yours either. Maybe you're just big boned, whatever, however it was. Yeah. But sorry. This is how it is.
This is how it's built.
This is who you are.
Yeah.
And they don't match.
No.
Beat it, fatty.
Yeah. Go over to the elephant ear stand, you mouth breather.
I'm sick and tired of people complaining when most of the time it's their own fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's a kid's ride. Okay. It's a roller coaster. And if you can't fit on it, well, guess what? You're just not going on that roller coaster. Okay.
Went to Cedar Point, had a friend with us who was a very large man, offensive lineman. And he leans into it. He wasn't offended by anything. And he knew he couldn't ride some of the rides because he's a big dude. He's lived his whole life being a big dude. Yeah. Got in one ride, right? Hit the announcer guy or whatever, push it on his chest cage thing. Click. One click. I look at it and I'm like, you going?
One click between him and possibly hurling to the ground off of this roller coaster.
One click, man. That's
and that one's usually that's usually like the weak one. That's usually the weak click. Like that, you got to get past that one.
You know what though? He didn't complain. He wasn't bitching at Cedar Point. You didn't make the rides bigger. No, he just knows he's a big guy, and some things just don't work out.
I mean, think about this too. Think about the really tall people. All right, they're not sitting here whining. All right,
no.
You're freakishly tall. You can't get on the ride. It's now you're gonna get your head lopped off, man.
Oh yeah, I guess that is a thing. You can't be
think about that
for the ride, huh?
Right?
And Shaq's not riding any of those rides.
Right? Shaq's probably got to miss out on a lot of rides.
Right.
Don't hear him complaining.
You don't hear Brock complaining either for being too short.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. You've already brought up
right there. Oh, yeah.
You've already brought up my mom and my height on this one. Are we going for the hat trick? What else? And my penis. And my penis.
Wow. We're taking you through the coals today, buddy. Hey, do you have nightmares of that clown with the finger sticking out? You got to be this tall. I hate that tall stupid clown.
There is one ride that I always am tall enough for. Your mom. How about that? Huh? Yeah. How about that? It doesn't matter. You know what? You're a real piece of trash. Real son of a bitch.
Anyway, what were we talking about? It was
just fatties on the ride. Fatties on the ride. That's all it was. So yeah. Hey, but I want to ride the ride. Not now, fatty. Yeah. Get out of here. Lastly, moving on from Which it kind of is comical. It's like those old fat guys on the mini bikes. You remember that old?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
It's very funny.
Lastly, a lot of people let their pets crash in their bedroom with them, so this probably comes up more than people like to admit. What do you do in your pets with your pets when you're having sex? All right, when you're having sex.
You say it like
in a survey, in a survey, 28% of pet owners say they do allow their pets to stay in the room while they're having sex, but 58% admit they've become distracted by a pet when they're having sex. 63% said they've even stopped the fun mid-session due to their pet's increasingly unchill presence.
No, I'm going to go into more detail. You stop, you grab the pillow, and you throw the pillow at the pet.
Get out of here,
Get out of here. Then you shut the door.
Get out of here, Fluffy.
Let's continue.
Final.
What is it about pets? It's like they know what's happening for sure.
Yeah.
It's in the air. Pheromones are in the air, and they always kind of
they
always wait. It's not like they're there in the beginning. It's like mid-session. They always kind of like, well, what's going on here? Like, you're breaking my focus, cat. Get out of here.
It's primal, like the Bloodhound Gang sang.
Like, no, you're not going to join. You're a cat.
Mammals.
Get out of here.
Well, especially in certain positions, if you will. That looks a lot like what they're doing in the animal kingdom. All right.
They know they know what's going on for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have a dog, but I've heard a lot of dog owners talk about the story of, yeah, you're doing the deed, and all of a sudden you feel that cold nose right in your butt.
To be fair, we did name a position after them. All right. I mean, so you can't be mad at Fido because he's curious. Like, well, hold on a sec. Yeah. Hold on. I know what you're doing over there.
Hey, listen up, animal. All right.
Ain't nothing but man.
Take a hit. Imagine you're mid-session, right?
Yeah.
And your human buddy just kind of walks in. What's going on in here? Kind of does a little twirls around the bed. Get out of here, Joe.
What are you doing? I'm trying to get frisky with this hot dachshund.
Right. Just because you're a cat or a dog doesn't give you permission to come in here and break my focus, because I got to focus nowadays.
What do you think would be the most distracting pet? I think maybe like a cockatiel, like a parrot that could talk.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, it would be a tiger.
Well, yeah, but what are you, Mike Tyson?
It would be an angry tiger.
I'm saying a common pet, all right? For sure. You have an elephant
from midnight to 6 when that tiger walks into that bedroom. Get me out of here. God. Actually, I'm probably pushing her towards the tiger so I can escape.
Take her. You run out of that bedroom naked.
Get out of here.
I was thinking more realistic pets, but I guess yes, Hunter.
Tyson had a tiger. That's realistic.
A tiger would be the most distracting pet to have in the bedroom while you're having sex. Of course. Maybe like a big old anaconda. Give me a complex.
God. There's already an anaconda in the room, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, is that what it is? Like a gardener snake.
It's a worm.
Little baby.
Wax worm.
Baby snake. What about like a sea turtle, like a big old tortoise in there? That'd be distracting.
What are you doing in here, turtle?
Come on, turtle. I'm trying to get busy. Beat it. He slowly gets out of her. Speed it up, man. Come on.
Or a sloth. Not getting out of the room quickly. Come on.
You're ruining the moment. Come on. It's past. She's lost interest.
Yeah. Damn it.
Damn pet sloth.
Trying to get some action. God.
Come on, move it. Let's go.
What's sloth sex like?
Probably very intimate, very
slow
romantic. Lot of eye contact. I don't know. God almighty. Anyway, I think we can wrap it up on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Get out of here, sloth. I'm trying to have sex. Faster. That is your morning dump. We'll be back. That is a good point. Honest Abe 115. Shaq could buy his own roller coaster. Imagine how big that thing would have to be if it was all Shaq size. It was fucking massive.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, there you go. I always forget I got to put you in there and then take you out of queue. So wait, can you hear me from the microphone now or no? or from the camera microphone? You can't, can you, Hunter?
No, I can't. I'm hearing you.
Oh, okay. You're hearing me through this.
But I think if I turned my speakers on, I could hear you through.
Yeah, if I'd be coming through the computer there.
Yeah, let's see. Say something.
Something. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Feedback, man.
Coming through.
Coming in. Ha! Okay. WIRX, hello.
Hey, morning, Brock.
Morning, Sam.
I'm still banned on Facebook. I've got an answer for the topic of the day.
What do you got?
I would have to relive the night that me and my wife, this is long before kids, went with two other girls and a guy we knew up to Detroit.
Oh. Well, he hung up before the good part.
How much time you got here?
$225.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Get out of here. That is your morning dump. We'll be back. She's lost interest. Yeah. Anyway, well.
Nice stuff.
I'm bumping. Oh, yeah. Big news. Big
groundhog.
Well, we've already talked about this, but it's notable.
WIRX, hello.
Sorry, my phone dropped the call.
No worries. Right before the good part.
Yeah. Well, like I said, me, my wife, these two other girls, and this other guy that we knew went out to go see Dope, Kitty, and Raven Black in Detroit. Got a hotel room and some booze after the show. And me, my wife, and one of the other girls had an all-night threesome session.
Obviously, well before children. Well before children. There you go. Good.
Oh, yeah. That don't happen no more, unfortunately.
That's not making its rounds, I guess. Well, I'm sure that one is stored deep back in the memory bank that you recall from time to time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, and I will say this, and this is the part you can't play on the air.
Yeah.
Dude, nothing will take you from 6 to 12 faster than hearing another woman's voice tell your wife, Beth, can I suck your husband's cock?
Yes, I cannot play that on air, but I agree with you. I agree with you completely. Yes.
I mean, we're full on ready at that point.
Hell, I'm done at that point. There you go. That's where I'm at. So, all right, Sam.
But yeah, that's the day I want back.
Not bad. Well, good luck, buddy. Good luck.
All right, man.
Later.
Have a good one.
Later. All right, here we go. All righty, good morning. It's 7:30, Brock, Hunter.
All right, what's up?
Don't forget, find us on the YouTubes. Just search for the Plan B Morning Show. Make sure you subscribe to us on there so you don't miss out on any of the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/rock_107_WIRX. I'll give a quick shout out. Honest Abe 115. So not as good as Honest Abe 114 through the original one on there. But still good. He's on there.
What do you say?
Commenting. He said, he was the one that brought up the Shaq roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. Probably buy his own roller coaster.
Buy his own roller coaster. Big ass roller coaster.
Big roller coaster.
You got a roller coaster for sale?
Hey, you know, he does enough commercials where you can afford one.
Probably could. And then after the roller coaster, he puts out his icy hot.
Icy hot, because he's sore from it.
He's sore from the roller coaster.
Icy hot.
Icy hot. Shag. Anyway, all right. Hey, we got to keep her moving here. It is time for sports. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweisers, all those delicious libations. So whether you're watching sports, listening to sports, or just hanging out at home in your garage like I do all the time, make sure you're stocked up. Drink responsibly with Bud Distributing. All right.
That garage, man. All right, let's kick it off. Pro football. Big news this morning. Tom Brady retiring for good. They have it in quotes.
Yeah.
Today they do. Today
he said that last year too, and then he came back like, just kidding, I'm back.
I think it's for real this time, though. He said it yesterday. All eyes now on his next steps. Last year, he signed a 10-year, $375 million contract with Fox to become the network's #1 analyst. Now that he's done playing football, he can start working for Fox, working on that. Does that mean fan favorite Greg Olson, who's current #1 analyst in the Fox broadcast booth, is he out? They're like, step aside, buddy boy. You done?
See, Greg does an awesome job, and honestly, it's interesting you bring that up. I really enjoy Greg's commentary. I think he brings a lot to it.
You know what's interesting? Have you heard Tom commentate before? I haven't.
I haven't. No, I have not.
Well, here's the thing: you could be a great quarterback. You can be a great football player. You can know everything about the game, but it doesn't necessarily translate over to being a commentator.
For sure. Yep.
You know, so Tom's good at talking. I mean, it's not like he stuttered. You know, I think he'll be pretty good, but it'll be interesting to hear what he sounds. It's a different voice. People are used to certain voices on the air. You know,
personality I think is bigger than the voice. You know what I mean?
Right. It's why Tony Romo is so good.
He's awesome. Tony Romo, I mean, had a decent career, not great by any means, you know, but it's not like he was a complete schlub, but, you know, not at the level of Tom Brady, but he is awesome on commentating. The guy's just fantastic.
You know what's going to be fantastic? If he's a good commentator, that first.
Yeah.
But, man, can you imagine Tom Brady talking you through the game? Yeah, this is what I was thinking during this play. We did this back. You know, I that's why I love listening to Romo so much. Is he has insight. He knows what the QBs are looking at. He knows what they're calling. He's like, hey, you got to call an audible here. You guys tied on the outside. Boom, and then they'll do it. And you're like, yeah, you see?
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to you know, inside the mind of the GOAT. I'm calling him the GOAT.
Yeah, and maybe they just use him as color commentary, and they go like, "Hey, Tom, what do you think about this?" And he does that.
I don't think so. I think they go to him a lot because it's the #1 analyst. That's why.
Here's the thing: not to dog Tom Brady, but just in some of the interviews I've seen, and I know interviews are different, or some of the interactions I've seen him do, he has kind of a dry delivery.
Yeah, he's a little drier for sure.
You know,
so I think he plays that up. Yeah. Have you seen him behind the scenes? Have you seen him in the locker room? He's not that guy.
Yeah, no, he's definitely he shows his personality more outside of that.
He goes from straight, you know, Tom Brady, prone, hair combed over to the side to this was effing great in the locker room. You know, I hope we get the loose cannon, Tom. I like that, Tom.
Well, I feel kind of bad for Greg Olson now. He's out there. He's been working on it, getting better, and I was like, well, F you, Greg. Tom is here. So
yeah, you know, that guy with 7 Super Bowl rings, he's gonna take your spot.
Later, dude. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So yeah,
Tom Brady retiring.
Tom Brady retiring for now. I think it's
for now.
Good. I think
maybe we'll see. We'll see.
All right, Super Bowl about a week away. It looks like restaurants in Arizona already bracing for the worst, which are Philadelphia fans. A letter from a restaurant manager in Arizona to his employees has gone viral because the manager called the Eagles fans some of the worst, obnoxious, rude fans in the country, which he's not wrong, right?
That's just people in Philly, and I don't care if someone from Philly is listening. Yeah, people from Philly are loud and obnoxious, okay? It's that East Coast mentality, and yeah.
You know, I didn't know much about Philly before I saw the Bill Burr rant in Philadelphia.
Yep.
And that sparked my interest of, man, why does he hate Philadelphia so much? And so I started doing a little, yeah, they're brash. They're brash fans. They're in your face. They're loud.
Yeah.
And they express their opinions.
And I've shared my take on this. And I'm not saying everyone from the East Coast is a piece of trash, okay? But here's what you see a lot in the East Coast is they use the fact that they're from the East Coast as an excuse for how they act. Like, hey, sorry. Hey, look, I speak my mind. I'm from the East Coast. I'm just I'm from New York,
You can do it all the time.
Exactly. It's like, that doesn't mean you can act that way. Hey, I'm a New Yorker. What do you want me to do? Hey, gabagool, whatever they say over there. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's what happens. And it's like, it's just been generational of all of this. And it's like, no, that doesn't make sense.
The way I am. What do you want from
me? What do you want me to do? It's hey. It's like, all right. Come on.
Hey, the manager though of this story, come on. The manager of the store in Arizona took the high road and urged employees to show them a great time and to make sure we prepare ourselves for the brashness from these Philly fans coming. So,
you know what I would do if I was this owner? I would give all of my employees paid time off. Mm-hmm. All right, like all my regulars, and I would just hire a bunch of people like waitresses from that area, from the Philly area, because they're the only ones that could just bring them in and be like, hey, yeah, kind of like how Vegas strippers. Like the strippers will go to Vegas for a like convention for a big weekend, make their nut and then get out of there. That's what this guy should do. That's what this guy should do. Yeah.
So
you guys know how to handle these guys.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy in Arizona. I'm sure that airport's a little busy.
Where at is it Phoenix?
I believe.
Is that what it is?
Arizona, it should be at the stadium, right?
Not like Tempe, Arizona, or something like that, because I'm sure there's more than one. But so it's at the Cardinals stadium?
I would imagine, isn't that's the thing? You go
but that's not is that a dome though?
I don't think so. But it's in Arizona. It's nice all year round. It's beautiful and sunny.
Beautiful and sunny. It's
Actually, I think
State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Glendale.
Yeah.
Which is the Cardinal Stadium, right?
I believe so.
So anyway, big game, almost a week away. It's going by fast.
Yeah. Yep.
We got
not this Sunday,
this weekend. Here we go.
God, ridiculous. Didn't they change it up though? Aren't they changing up the Pro Bowl this year?
It's like 7-on-7. They're not even like playing football.
Good.
You know what's wild? So Chris Collins was listening. I like listening to Dan Patrick show.
He does a good job. Yeah.
So they had Chris Collinsworth on it yesterday, and they were talking about Pro Bowl. And he was saying, first off, when I played in the Pro Bowl back in my day, he's like, it was full pads, and they practiced all week, the whole week before. And he says it was full pad practice.
Oh.
And he said on top of that, it was like 19th game he played that season.
Yeah.
So like on top of that,
he
said it was brutal back in the day. They took it so seriously.
So serious, yeah. And for what? It's not like you gained anything from it. You know what I mean?
It's football. It's hard.
Oh, the AFC beat the NFC.
It's the old school mentality. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
It took a long time for a group of people to figure out, you know what, maybe we should be banging heads 5 days a week. Yeah. Like half our guys are injured going into Sunday. Like,
a lot of these guys.
Why did it take so long?
Yeah. It's that hard-nosed old school mentality.
They gave my dad and his team salt tablets in high school during practice because they thought if we deprived them of water,
make them thirsty,
that during the game when they were hydrated, they would be like superhuman. What a moronic way to think.
No, that science checks out. I think it's good.
Like nobody stepped up and was like, this is a terrible idea. I know like our studies aren't there. I understand it's 1969. But
come on.
Something's
got to give. Something's got to give. Yeah. No, this is good too, because you and I have talked about this. There's no reason getting our favorite players injured that aren't playing in the big game. And we gain nothing from it. Just do the like agility test, do the quarterback challenge where they got to huck the ball as far as they can. Do that. Maybe a little flag kick. Football. Yeah, punt, pass, kick. There you go.
Don't they play dodgeball? Dodgeball's fun to watch.
Boy, could you imagine getting a dodgeball from like one of those defensive backs?
Oh,
imagine one of those guys hucking a football. Imagine getting a dodgeball from Aaron Rodgers or any of those guys.
Michael Vick. Oh, geez.
Wham! Pink mist. Dude.
You know. So, yeah, they wrapped the game up. We should take a vote. We should all right, this is what you guys got to do. Make it like it'd be fun, like a wipeout challenge.
Yeah. Or do like an American Gladiator style.
Doesn't always have to be football related.
No. These guys are athletes. Let's see them do something other athletic sport. Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun to watch them play a game of basketball.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know?
A game of Red Rover. Something like that. I don't know.
Jeez, dude.
Red Rover, send
Terry Tate right over. No. Why'd you say that?
Send the kicker, for God's sake.
Coming right at me, too. Oh, God. Bam! Yeah, he gets through the line every time.
Red Rover, send Aaron Donaldson over. Oh my God.
You moron. What are you doing? Just the kicker.
Please, just everyone, the kicker, the punter, just send them over.
It's Tom Brady. It'll take them a while to get here, too.
One of the safeties. All right. They're small. You pick the biggest guy. Hey, Red Rover, send the fridge over. Jesus.
Oh, come on. Took out the whole line.
Anyway. 9 people died playing Red Rover. I like it.
There you go. There you go. That's sports. Big news. Tom Brady retiring this morning. So.
I like it. No, that's good. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. All right.
What's the topic?
Topic is mind your goddamn business. No, if you could relive any day, what day would you pick?
I'll be back.
Yep, you're good. We got I'm gonna try and find a shorter song. You got like 4 minutes ish.
Rock 106, as always. Well, we've.
All right. Beautiful. Let's put this in.
I guarantee if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing. Call Wesley Financial now for your free information kit. 800-646-5454. That's 800-646-5454. 800-646-5454. I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, let's go. You're starting to speak another language, like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons are just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right. If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Michigan's legendary rock station, Rock 107 WIRX.
Which has become a current national catchphrase.
That's how I do it. Figuring this shit out, guys. Do. So I figured out how to add that background.
Oh, nice.
And then all it is when I remove myself or remove us, then it's then that'll show up in the background. So
Nice.
I'm gonna make that today because that just makes more sense. I mean, I guess if people want to watch me, but I'm just kind of working. So
it would be cool if you could like pause the live stream, so like when you see the video at the end, it doesn't have the 6-minute banner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you could it'd be like pre-editing while you go,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's no pause function, right?
No. We'd have to leave the studio and then come back in, but then it's separate. Exactly. Yeah. So don't work. I'm gonna make a sweet photo and paint.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not a podcast, so it's live radio, so we have commercials.
The commercial and music breaks in there kind of unliven it a little bit, but all right, there we go. All righty, good morning. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter.
Morning.
7:48. Don't forget, find us on YouTube. Just look for the Plan B Morning Show. Make sure you subscribe to that, as well as you can find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/rock_107_WIRX. Hanging out for the next 12, 13, 15 minutes, whatever. Get it on the conversation. Have a little fun with us while we stream live there. With that said, we got to get to it. It's time for your topic of the day, brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spirit wear, equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44, sporting goods for all 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously today, Groundhog Day. We've had plenty of fun with that. But your topic of the day revolves around Groundhog Day. More importantly, the movie. Exactly. If you've ever seen Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, 1993 classic, it's on Groundhog Day. And Bill Murray's character has to relive the same day over and over. Well, that got us thinking. If you had to relive a day over and over, what day would you pick?
Initially when we did the promo for this topic, it was fun and funny. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, damn, this is tough.
Yeah.
You just got to pick one day. There's a lot of days I'd like to relive.
Right? But over and over, even the greatest day, you're kind of like, all right, like what day?
I guess I didn't even think about it that far, is you got to relive it.
Real quick too, side note on that, like I read somewhere, like according to like whoever created the film or the script, like Bill Murray's character like relived that day for like a long time, like 100 some odd, like over 100 years, 100 odd years. Like that's how long in his world, that's how long he was in there.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah. But do you have a day? I'll give you mine, and if that helps at all.
Yeah, go ahead.
And this was tough because now having a kid, I've got to experience a lot of great things there, but I also had a lot of fun before we had the kid. It's like, okay, do you relive your wedding day? Because that day was just all fun and booze and family and celebrations, but it was also a lot of work. We had a great trip. Actually, I'm pretty sure the trip that our daughter was conceived on, if we do the math right, that Kiki and I did before, obviously our daughter was born. It was an awesome time. We did a trip around the lake. There was one day that was perfect out on the mini bikes fishing. It was just so much fun and drinks and whatnot. If I had to pick one, though, to relive, there was last summer a day where we took our daughter camping. We just went down the road to Lake of the Woods there in Decatur. We had some friends there. Riley was still quite young. Our daughter was still young, but we still got to take her there, and she still enjoyed it, and she had fun, and we got to take her down to the water and have fun at the beach. And I got to go fishing at one point. It was just a really nice day that involved everyone there. And for me, that's what I would relive. I was camping, I was fishing, I had my daughter and my wife with me in our camper. And so that would be the day I would relive. That would be the day I relive.
Some tissues to cry in. Jeez.
I know, right? No, it was that day I banged a bunch of strippers and did a bunch of cocaine. You know what I mean? Come on.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a few of those answers on our Facebook.
For sure.
I keep going back to this one. I don't know why. And it sticks out in my memory because it was one of those when you're a child and it sticks out and you can't go back to it because we're not a child anymore. You don't have that first time experience. So my dad had this old dune Jeep, we call it General Chaos. And it was a badass Jeep. It really was. It was built for the dunes. Went to Silver Lake one time. I was probably 7 years old.
Oh, a young hunter.
Young hunter in the back of the Jeep. And I just remember having the greatest time of my life. Hauling ass up these dunes at Silver Lake in this Jeep. And just, I don't know. I don't know if it would be the same. You know, I have been back since.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It's not, you know.
Well, you're at that age now. Yeah,
you know,
you're old. You probably had like a Capri Sun and some Dunkaroos and an awesome, mom made you an awesome lunch.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
I always think about that day too, and I don't know what it was about it, but I just remember we were in a different spot. We had to travel to get there. We had our camper. We were camping out at the campground, and here we go. We're just gonna rip up some dunes all day long.
Yeah. Just having an awesome time with the family.
Dad would scare us so bad.
I bet. Dad, knowing your dad, he probably had some fun that day too. For sure. Well, that kind of goes. Your answer right there. I think that's a good answer. Your answer also kind of goes into Scott commented, and he said Christmas. Now, not a specific one. If you have a specific one, but even I think about like this last Christmas. Like that would be a fun day to relive. All right, I'm not working.
Wait. This past one kind of sucked.
Well, for me, I had we were in Wisconsin. I was surrounded by family. My daughter was actually able to open gifts, unlike the previous Christmas where she just sat there and, messed her Huggies. But like this one, she actually had to open gifts and, there's drinks and great food and people laughing, having fun. That's a fun day to relive.
This past Christmas, though, was white. It was a white Christmas, but too white. As far as like nobody could drive on the roads even.
That's true. We were kind of locked down. So yeah, maybe like a nice Christmas where everyone was together, but there wasn't dangerous road conditions and we were still all right that way. So, but when you think about the day though itself, great food, great drinks, Christmas movies, everyone's happy,
Question.
Yeah.
And this is in general. What do you think about this? Christmas in 1995 was different than it is in 2023 for everybody.
For everybody, I guess how so?
Does it feel the same? I'm not taking away from the joy. There's still joy out there. But is it because I asked this question to a few people and I'm like, is it because we're getting older and you don't have that like running down the stairs feeling, you're not tearing open? No, I don't think that's it. I think there's a different feeling around it now than there was in the 90s. The spirit has gone a little bit. I'm not trying to be a curmudgeon. I'm just pointing out the obvious here.
Humbug. I don't know. I guess I've never really thought about it. And I mean, it's been a little bit crazier now for me the last couple, just with having a kid thrown in the mix. And I know it's just going to get even more crazy when we travel so much.
Was it a slow burn too? Does it have something to do with Amazon? Now that we're not going out and getting the Christmas rush, running into your friends at the market, we're having everything delivered.
No.
And you can get it right now. It's even Christmas every day if you want it to be.
Even that's actually a good point. Like honestly, if I want a gift now at this point, it's not waiting for the Toys R Us catalog or the Seals catalog.
Christmas in 2 days, sometimes same day Christmas.
Yeah. No, I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't really thought about it. And usually I'm running around. We're either going to Missouri or we're going to Wisconsin. There's packing and traveling and unpacking and traveling. And so I guess I don't really have time to sit and think. But that's a good observation.
That's a good, interesting question I had the other day.
Because
Christmas in the 90s different.
Yeah, Christmas '95 was lit. Son.
It was lit.
I mean, that was a good time. That was a good time.
Especially because that's the Nintendo 64
year. The 60th year you got the 64. Yeah, I'm trying to think which year we got the Sega Genesis, and my brother and I
that
lost.
That was probably 93.
Might have been earlier.
92.
I don't know. We were always late to the game too.
Yeah.
Well, that Christmas I got my guitar. Oh my God, dude, that thing was plugged in and I was just driving everyone nuts. That was
Christmas would be a good one.
Yeah.
Be a good one. A good Christmas though.
Yeah, good Christmas. Not the one where your uncle gets drunk and starts saying racist things. Jeez.
Jeez, man.
That was a bad Christmas. We got a couple more answers on Facebook. Michael said either wedding day or birth of a children. Now, wedding day, that's a fun day. You know, when you have family all around and everything. The birth of my child was a very stressful day, and I wasn't even the one giving birth. So I don't know if I'd want to relive that day. It was a miracle. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, but it was also terrifying.
I was going to say, I haven't been through it, but you really want to see that every single day come? I heard it's not a pretty sight.
No. Well,
Watching
and
birth.
two, with some of the complications that we had, I mean, Kiki almost flatlined after the fact. So, you know, like that was a very, like, it was a miracle. I saw my daughter born, but it was also a very, very stressful day. I was low on sleep and that maybe like a week after. How about that day? Like we got home the week after that day wasn't bad. Let's see.
Another one of my answers would have been
what?
Like a really good Friday night football game.
Yeah.
Like one of the good ones. You know, hey, come on though.
No, but that
Friday night lights, you can't
like you can find one of those games where it was like a perfect fall day, your team wins. Afterwards, you go to Pizza Hut to celebrate, then you go get your fingers stinky with your girlfriend. Like it was a good day.
Yeah.
It was a good
See, I mean,
right?
Live those high school glory days, man.
I mean, I think as any red-blooded male, I'm sure there's a couple days from back then that you could definitely.
Actually, one of those games you played really good.
Yeah,
You know?
and everyone was cheering for you.
You just felt good. Yeah.
Now,
did you guys run through the tunnel did they intro you out onto the field? Like
we got the starters did, but it's not like we had a tunnel or anything. No, no, it was a field. We came through a gate. Again, our high schools were wildly different.
High school now has like the blow up helmet smoke.
Yeah.
You know, the cheerleaders line up. It's a big ordeal, man. It's probably broadcasted on ESPN. I don't know.
Yep. No, us, it was next to a cornfield, and we just went around. Just went around the corn. That's all it was. Let's see. Jesse had a good answer. The trip I had with all my friends to a Killswitch Engage concert in 2016. Most fun I've ever had. I've had some fun at concerts too. There's a couple I could probably. Like the first
trip for sure.
The first time I saw AC/DC, like that day was amazing. I just had butterflies all day. My parents dropped me. I was in 8th grade. Parents dropped me and 3 friends off at the Coliseum. We're just beyond stoked. It was the first time I got to see my favorite band. That was a killer day. That was an awesome day. There were some old guys next to us smoking weed that offered it to me and my friends. Like, guys, we're in 8th grade. You should not be offering us weed.
Right.
Yeah.
Choose somebody else.
What
would
about
be 2001, Naperville, Indiana, at Zero Gravity, doing a hot body contest. Just tearing that floor up.
Dance with the devil. Laugh every time you bring that up. Just crushing it.
What are you doing?
Here, we got an answer on Twitch. The Hijinks 23 said November 26, 2021, being at the Michigan versus Ohio State game was unreal.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good day to relive right there.
Yeah, cool.
Danny
was at that game, huh?
It's a big one, man. Who won that one? Oh, yeah, Michigan did.
Oh, yeah.
Suck it, Ohio.
It's funny.
Why don't we end with, I like Mike's answer. He said, we live it every day, a tall guy and a short guy getting crazy on the radio. Yeah, unfortunately, there are people at least reliving the same morning.
You choose that. You
can,
there's a dial. Saying.
Mike, you love it. You know you do. All right, we're going to take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. To address M7's monster-in-law, the microphone. Yeah, I'm using the camera mic. If you listen on the radio, it sounds a lot better. I got to get a mic. I've just been. But here, I'll call a spade a spade. I was hoping this wouldn't take off, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to do it.
Yes. So okay, real quick, I'm going to address this before we leave. I brought this up yesterday to Brock because I went through the videos, Honestly, I sound good, don't I? Because I have a nice microphone here.
You're hooked up. Your mic is, and me.
You're hooked up through a damn. We just need to get you a new setup.
I'd have to, and I wish I'd move the camera. But actually, you know what? I will move the camera because I'll show you. What I'd have to do is on the board, I'd have to turn this. I'd have to turn this off, turn this up just so it would come through. And then before we go on air, I'd have to turn this off, turn that back on, and then turn my mic on. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that every time.
Here's what you do. You email Terry right now and be like, hey, we got a complaint about the audio. Like, that's kind of the most fucking important thing.
Some Bears fan is complaining, so I guess we should fix it. But no, that's why it doesn't sound as good as I'm using this cheap Logi thing. Hey, it's 1080p. Of course, now it's not. It's all fuzzy now.
Hey, 1996. Would you get a new camera and a new mic? Come on.
Hey, fuck you. I'm going to dial up my internet. AOL chat room. But anyway. All right. Well, hey, don't worry. We'll fix it. M7's monster-in-law, just for you, and for everyone else, because I know it sounds like
it's brutal. It really is.
Yeah. I sound like
it sounds like
Charlie Brown's parents. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.